Do I need to
I'm not
mute?
going to do it. No. Welcome to This Fat Girl Life. My name is Kimberly, and I am your host. Tonight, I am joined by such an amazing guest, the one, the only, Bob the Drag Queen.
Hi, I just realized I still have my mask over my let me fix that so I don't look wild. There we go. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being here. I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I was directing a video today, so I'm very grateful to you for accommodating to my schedule. You're so wonderful,
Of
and
course.
I'm taking a little break in between shots to be here with you.
Oh, well, I'm so glad that you're here. I was telling you a moment ago, like when I got the confirmation that you were doing the show, I ugly cried for a
Oh,
hot minute. I'm surprised I'm not ugly crying right now. Like this is a dream come true for me. So this is huge.
where are you based at?
I am in Colorado Springs.
Oh, work. I'm in Los Angeles right now, in Burbank, in the hills of, in the valley of Los Angeles, California.
Okay. I've never been to California. It's on my list.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty nice. I moved here in September, after
Okay.
about 8 months of New York City quarantine, and I ended up moving out here for opportunities, and we'll see how it's going. Everyone's like, "What's it like?" And I'm like, "Man, I haven't gone out yet because we're still pretty much on lockdown. Actually, we're opening up more and more. I haven't gone out to eat yet. Some of my friends are. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for like the third wave before I like go out. You
Right.
know? Yeah.
We've done a little bit of going out to eat. My husband's in the restaurant industry, and they
Mm-hmm.
just opened up to full capacity.
Oh, are you doing a photo shoot over there?
My husband is. Yes, my husband is my personal photographer.
Amazing.
That would be him in the background.
My partner takes my photos too. That's so funny.
Nice.
If you go on my Instagram, my partner Jacob takes like all those photos of me. Almost every photo on my Instagram, my partner took.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
He's good. I've seen
he's
those
amazing.
photos.
He's really amazing. I'm very grateful to have him. Uh he went to the new school for photography
Okay.
in New York City.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. So, like, you're all over the place. I mean, you are in California. You've been in New York.
Mm-hmm.
You're from Georgia?
Atlanta. Yeah, I'm from Atlanta. So I'm from Atlanta. I've lived in San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York City, the Twin Cities, Alabama, Mississippi. So I just love to travel, move around. I mean, I lived in New York City for 12 years. That's the longest I've ever lived in one city. I've never lived in any city longer than New York City.
Okay. So, you were on Drag Race,
Mm-hmm.
which I love that show.
Spoiler alert, everyone! I was on season 8. I know we're closing out season 13 in a week, but to anyone who hasn't caught up yet,
Not only were you on season 8, you won season 8. I mean, own that.
yeah, RuPaul's Drag Race season 8 top 1.
You were amazing. Like I went through and I rewatched as much of it as I could, and I was watching like the after show, Untucked,
Yeah.
and all that. And man, first off, the things that you say to so many of the other girls are just amazing. You're so supportive.
Oh yeah, I
But you're
love to support the girls. Like let me right now. On top of being a drag queen, I am a massive fan of drag. Massive, not just Drag Race. I'm a huge Drag Race fan, but I fan out when I meet the girls, people who are on Drag Race and off Drag Race. You know, Jackie Beat. I don't know if you know who Jackie Beat is. Jackie Beat's a legendary drag queen based out of Los Angeles, legendary from New York City. I have a massive Jackie Beat picture in my living room. I worship at the altar of Peppermint and Shaquita. I worship people like, Sherry Vine, Bianca Del Rio, especially. I mean, I love most queens, all queens, but a New York City queen has my heart. Will always have my heart.
Well, I mean, that's where is that where you got your start, or I mean,
that's where I cut my teeth, as they say. Yeah, so I started drag in New York City. So Caldwell is a Southerner, but Bob the Drag Queen is a New Yorker. Like I started drag in New York City.
So what got you into drag?
So I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and I always wanted to do stand-up comedy. And I was like, I really want to be able to do stand-up. I'm like, I really love the idea of being able to do that. And then I thought to myself, I also want to do drag. And because I wanted to do both at the same time, I couldn't pick and choose. So I said, I'm going to do both. So I did my first night, and my first performance ever was at the New York Comedy Club on the east side of New York City. And it was after watching season 1 of Drag Race. I saw BeBe Zahara Benet on TV. And I got so much inspiration from her. I remember seeing someone who had so many of the qualities that I was told were my detriment. But then I saw someone on TV being celebrated for all the things that I thought made me bad. And I was like, if this person can be celebrated for all this stuff, then maybe I can too.
Well, you do amazing. BeBe was amazing. 7. I remember season 1. Now, you exude a confidence. You know, especially on like season 8, your confidence levels were just off the chart. Have you always been that confident?
Well, I've always been confident in the things that I can do. Like I'm not delusional. I know what I'm not great at. You know what I mean? But the things that I'm good at, I know that I'm good at. And I also, honestly, lucky for me, I grew up with a mom who just really believes in me. And that can honestly, having people like the adults in your life believe in you can change. Like, are you a Drag Race? Do you watch like all the seasons of Drag Race?
Almost all of them. There's a couple that I haven't seen yet.
Did you watch Gigi Good season? The season
yes.
So the Jada season, Gigi Good having the support of her mom. Isn't it amazing how when a queer kid has the support of their parents, what they can go through, what they can achieve, how much love they have in their lives? Like it was remarkable to see someone so confident at such a young age. I think she was 21. Look what a supportive mom can do for a kid, you know?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think it matters, you know, gay, straight, queer. I don't think it matters. I just having that support.
True.
You've got to have it.
Having the support of your parents, having your parents believe in you, and for me, my mom, having my mom believe that, you know, the sun rises when I wake up and it goes down when I go to sleep. That was enough for me to really, you know, fuel myself. And it's not unrealistic. Like my mom's like, when I'm not great at something, she'll tell me. When I'm great at something, she tells me, and she tells me often. To this day.
Very nice. Now, did you always know that you were gay?
All I knew I was queer. I identify as pansexual, and I identified as gay for a pretty long time. And for a long time, I mean, I remember being told I was gay before I knew I was. Like, I remember being told, like, that there's something funny about the way I walk, or the way I talk, or the way I dress. Yeah. So,
in the South, was that hard? Like in the area where you grew up?
I'm not the first queer person. I'm not a queer trailblazer in my family. There's other queer people in my family. So luckily I didn't have to forge a path that wasn't already, you know, trod. So thank God for that. And there were a few moments in school and stuff, but I had a really great support system at home. Like my brother and my mom really never made me feel bad about being myself. Nice. My brother came with me to DragCon. My brother came to the finale with me because my mom can't travel. My brother came to the finale and supported me, clapped for me in the audience.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
And we're polar opposites. My brother's really quiet, a straight guy, very, very quiet. Yeah.
Well, and then I saw a comedy special that you did, and your mom was there.
Yeah.
And she's so little.
Well, she's not that little. My mom's like 5'8". She's actually not that small.
Maybe it was the heels that you had on.
Yeah, I'm just
How you wear those heels is beyond me anyways. Like, I can't do it.
Well, I do it for short, like for like an hour at a time. That's the trick. Take the heels off as soon as you get off stage. People think I'm not wearing them all night. I wear as soon as I get off stage, I take them off. But yeah, my mom's not that. My mom's like average height. She's like 5'7", 5'8". But I'm 6'2", and I'm usually wearing like 5-inch heels. So by that time, I'm like 6'7".
Oh my God, 5-inch heels?
Sometimes we're 3 to 5. Yeah, sometimes bigger, but not always. The biggest I'll go is like a 7.
I can't. You just became my official hero for that. Like, I'm lucky if I wear a 3-inch wedge.
Well, to be fair, I wear the 7. It's like a platform though. If I wear a 7, it's got like a 3-inch platform. or a 4-inch
Okay.
platform on it. So I'm not like on my tiptoes. You know, I'm on like a nice platformed hill.
You're still my hero.
Oh, thank you. I'll take it. I accept. Thank you. I
So
accept. I
what-
accept.
So what has been the best experience you have had doing this?
Honestly, one of my best experiences was my first drag con. One of the days of the first drag con happened to be on Mother's Day, and I love moms. I've always had a really soft spot in my heart for moms, and I let all the moms cut the line on Mother's Day. So if you came to my booth on drag con on Mother's Day, I let moms cut the line, and ever since then I've had like this great like contingency of moms like that love and support me. Parents really like. I think it's because I'm confident and they want their kids to be confident. So I really think that might be what it is. I'm not particularly kid friendly, but a lot of moms specifically really love me, and a lot of people, a lot of like husbands, boyfriends, like think I'm funny.
Oh, my husband thinks you're a laugh riot.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of
he
people are
has
like, you're my
watched some of your
husband's
stuff.
favorite drag queen.
You are one of my husbands. That is very true. And like, I started playing the song Purse First. He's like, I love that song.
Well, usually people's husbands and boyfriends and brothers who are straight, they either like me or like one of the funny queens like Trixie, or they love like Valentina or like Violet because they're like so stunning. So it's always like they either love the funny queens or like the really, you know.
Yeah,
like,
he's definitely drawn more towards the funny.
Yeah, me too. Same.
Definitely do that. Now, what has been your worst experience doing this?
You know, I've probably had some odd experiences with here and there. When I first started the drag race scene, it's different than being a drag queen and a local queen. It's not the same. The fan base is different. It's much younger. They're much more vocal about how they feel about you and all of your not just like your performances, but like you as a person. They're really comfortable saying they just don't like you as a person. They find you annoying, and that was pretty tough in the beginning. And I was very much into clapping back to like defend myself or stand up for myself. But as I went on a little bit longer, I realized I didn't need to do that. Like that wasn't really necessary, or that I could, set boundaries between me and some people in the fan base, because I was really shocked to realize that there is a real racism in the fan base, and that's because Drag Race is a microcosm of the real world. So whatever's in the real world is going to be on Drag Race too.
Right. So as far as drag in general, best and worst.
I think probably the best. I love a show. Like I love the rush of being on stage, hearing people laugh. Nothing will ever replace that. That's one of my favorite things. I can't wait to get back into the world safely and be able to like see people and like have them respond to my work live. And I think that maybe the worst, honestly, to take it to like a technical standpoint, like I did a lot of things to my body for the sake of the art, that people told me not to do, and I didn't want to listen. Like Peppermint told me, take your heels off as soon as you get off stage. Don't put them on until you go on stage. Take them off as soon as you get off stage. I didn't want to listen. I wanted to be up in the club, tipping around in my heels, and then I like fucked my feet up, and now my feet are like jacked. My knees are bad, and it's all stuff that I could have avoided if I would have listened to the people who told me, you might want to be fierce in the club and pumps, but you really want to be fierce, for the rest of your life, being able to walk around with good posture.
Right. Okay, so throughout all of it, throughout your entire drag career, from day one, what is the best piece of advice you were ever given?
It's actually a piece of advice that I thought of myself. No one gave this to me, but it's something I say to everyone. Whenever someone gives you advice, consider the source. That is what I'm saying. Like if someone's giving you advice and you don't want to end up like them, don't take their advice. If someone's giving you advice and they're a mess, if someone is telling you how to handle your finances and their finances are a mess, don't take that advice. If someone's telling you how to do your makeup and you don't like their makeup, don't take that advice. If someone's telling you how to be professional and they're an unprofessional, dusty mess, do not take that advice. But also, if you look at this, if it's someone that you look up to in that regard, then listen to it. Even if it feels like you don't want to do it, listen to what that person is saying. You know what I mean? It's so many people to be like, I want to figure it out on my own. But if it's someone you admire who's doing something you like, then just take the advice. Like someone's done it. We're not doing new stuff. You know what I mean? We're doing new takes on stuff, but someone's done it. You don't have to learn through by trial of fire.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
And it really humbles you to take advice. It really humbles you to listen to people and listen to what they say. And it's hard, but it is very humbling. And in the long run, it's really beneficial.
So who has been your biggest influence?
I'm going to give it a combination of Peppermint, Sherry Vine, and Bianca Del Rio. Those three have really, I used to go to their shows, sit in the front row, and just be mesmerized by the way they could control a room, the way everyone loved them, the way they could make people laugh. I learned how to be professional from Sherry, how to be energetic and command a room from Peppermint, and how to land a killer punchline from Bianca.
Yeah. I've seen Sherry Vine and Bianca Del Rio on TV, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
they're both really good at that.
And it's from just years of me like being mesmerized by their gifts. Sherry Vine is the first drag queen ever tipped $20.
Hey, I like tips. I mean, people can tip me.
Right? Listen, y'all, tip here.
We are here for the jokes.
Exactly.
So, what piece of advice do you have for somebody who's coming up?
I think that it's okay to, learn from others, but also forge your own path. You don't want to be a carbon copy of anyone. But also, sometimes if you're trying too hard to be unique, it's forced. Like if you're trying with every fiber of your beat to do everything new and make everything different, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just do what you want to do. Like I remember years ago, me and Naomi used to travel together. Naomi liked doing Beyonce songs, and Kim cheesed to make fun of her for it because a lot of queens do Beyonce. And I was like, Naomi, if doing Beyonce numbers makes you happy, do your Beyonce numbers, boo. Don't feel bad about it. Go do your Beyonce numbers.
I love that. I love that. So, what has been your biggest fan moment? Like where you totally geeked out fan moment?
Oh, I think it was honestly multiple interactions I've had with Whoopi Goldberg. So the first time I saw Whoopi Goldberg, I was at the Rock of Ages on Broadway. And she was sitting like 5-6 seats away from me. And I could not believe I saw Whoopi Goldberg. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I have a Whoopi Goldberg tattoo. I'm obsessed.
Oh, nice.
Like I love Whoopi Goldberg. So I ran up to her at the intermission and I ran and tried to hug her without permission. And a very large security guard stopped me dead in my tracks. Rightfully so, by the way. And then years later, I ended up actually spending Whoopi Goldberg's birthday with her in Las Vegas. I got invited personally to go be with Whoopi Goldberg at her birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was wild.
That would floor me. I love Whoopi.
I am obsessed. I really love her with every fiber of my being.
So, what was your worst fan moment?
Like me with someone else or someone fanning for me?
You fanning for somebody else.
I haven't really, I got to be honest, I've never had
or that. Or most embarrassing.
Because I've never had that like don't meet your idols moment. Like everyone I've met has been really nice, to be honest. I was pretty embarrassed when I tried to hug Whoopi without her permission. That was pretty embarrassing. And I think that's about it, to be honest. I mean, there's a couple of times in where I would go to like give someone my number and they wouldn't call me or text me.
I think we all have those moments.
Yeah. I was like,
I've been there.
I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna give Meryl Streep my number, not Meryl Streep. But one time I gave out shirts to everyone in the cast of Rough Night. It was Scarlett Johansson, Kate McKinnon, Zoe Kravitz, and Alana Glazer. And I like, here my Bob the Drag Queen shirts. I just want you to like me. Then Kate and Alana, I mean, they're all nice, by the way. Kate and Alana were like, I mean, Alana wore it on a commercial for Broad City, and Kate McKinnon was just so sweet and really just amazing to me.
Nice. Well, I have one final question for you. I
Uh-huh.
ask this question of every single guest that I have on my show.
Okay, dokie.
So this is now your turn.
I'm ready.
What is the one thing that you love the most about yourself?
I love that I bring joy to people's lives. When people say to me that like I make them smile, people tell me they're having rough days and they turn on my YouTube videos or go to my special or rewatch me on Drag Race or watch We're Here. I love that I'm able to bring joy to people's lives. My sense of humor is my greatest gift, and I'm really grateful for it. Like I'm glad that I've been able to filter all of my life's experiences through humor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still in awe that you came on my show.
Thank
I'm
you.
so grateful. This is a dream come true for me. This is my fan moment. Like
Oh,
I'm so trying not to ugly cry. It's not even funny. I guarantee you when I'm done, I will be crying.
I
But
love
this is
that.
my fan moment. So thank you for making my fan moment happen.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me on This Fat Girl Life. If you are watching right now, please repost, share this so people can see, get into Kimberly and all the amazing work that she's doing over here, and share This Fat Girl Life. We got to support our content creators out here. These are the people that are making content for you at home, bringing you stunning talent.
Thank you so much. You guys make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next week.
Bye, everybody.